Alright, this is the first recording for magnetism. Okay, so we are doing this recording for topic magnetism. Okay, so first let us understand what are magnetic substances. So anything that has been attracted by a magnet is called as a magnetic substance. For example, iron, nickel, cobalt, and steel. Okay, these are the four magnetic substances. Then what are non-magnetic substances which are not attracted by magnets? So all the other things apart from these four are non-magnetic substances. Okay, for example, wood, plastic, rubber, glass, etc. Right. Now we'll just study some properties of magnet. So what are the properties of magnet? When we say something is a magnet, then it has certain properties. So what are those properties that we'll study? Alright. So for example, first property is like poles repel, unlike poles attract. So if you have played with a magnet, you know that sometimes it repels, sometimes it attracts. So if there are like poles in it, in that case it will repel. If there are unlike poles, if a north pole and a south pole is there, in that case it will attract. So for example, over here we have a south pole and a north pole. Okay, so the opposite poles, they will attract. All right, so over here south and over here north, so this will attract. All right, whereas if there are south pole and south pole, or if there is a north pole facing north pole, in that case they will repel each other. So this is the first property. Okay, now let's see what's the second property. Okay, so poles exist in pairs. Okay, so always you will see a magnet will have two poles. It will always have a south pole and a north pole. Okay, so it always exists in pairs. No matter what you do, it will always be in pair. So if you have a bar magnet, for example, this is a bar magnet over here. If you cut it or break it, in that case you get two magnets with two poles. Okay, it is not that if you cut this part, okay, so this is a north pole, if you cut it and you will have a north pole. If you cut a south pole, you'll have a south pole. No, if you cut it down, it will have both the poles. Okay, so whenever you are breaking it, that part will take the opposite sign. Okay, all right. Third property, when suspended, a magnet always rests in a north and a south direction. So whenever you suspend a magnet, it will always rest in a north and a south direction. Okay, so you suspend. Now why it does so, we'll discuss it later. But whenever you suspend a magnet, okay, in that case it will point towards the north, geographical north pole. So what we say as a north, it will always point, the north pole will point towards the geographical north and south pole will point towards the geographical south. Okay, and this is how we make certain devices which helps in navigation. For example, in olden times they used to use compass for navigation purpose at sea. Okay, so using a magnetic needle. All right, this is another property. And the last one, the magnet attracts small pieces of iron. Okay, so magnet, it attracts small pieces of iron. Now if you'll note, maximum filings, okay, the small pieces of iron are just spread over here. In that case, maximum will get attracted towards the poles of the magnet. And if you see over here, there are hardly any. Okay, so the maximum strength of the magnet is at the poles. All right, so this is the fourth property of magnet. Okay, all right, now all this can be explained with a magnetic field lines. Okay, so what exactly is this? So there is an invisible field that has been created or that exists which we can't see. So when we have a bar magnet or any other magnet for that matter, it has a field around it. So there is, these are called as lines of force. Okay, so over here you see lines over here. So these are lines of force. So always the field line, it goes from the north side and it enters the south. Okay, okay, inside it moves from south to north. Okay, so this is like a field that has been created around it. Anything that comes, so any magnetic substance, it comes close to this field, it gets attracted. Okay, if it is away from it, it won't impact much. But if it is in the range of this field, in that case it will attracted. All right. Okay, we'll stop this video over here. We'll continue in the next video.